Some people might have a little rock and roll pneumonia.
You wanted the best. You got the best from my home studio on Long Island, New York. Welcome to Ian Scotto Rocks. I am your host, Ian Scotto. My Chemical Romance is pulling off the biggest cash grab I think I've ever seen in the history of rock concerts, all things considered. The price that they're demanding, especially for a band that isn't one of these groups who's been away for decades or anything like that. They've had hiatuses, but when I looked at the prices of these tickets, I said, holy crap. Everyone on X or Twitter, whatever you want to call it, is talking about this. So I figured I'd look into it and talk about it as well. And yeah, this is an insane amount to be demanding for all across the country. And I do not see these prices lasting. But let's go into it. If you go on Ticketmaster here, you'll see My Chemical Romance. The first thing that comes up is the most local date to me, Queens, New York. And let's try to get tickets. Now, right away, you see right here, tickets are on sale, and I have to join a queue for a waiting room. And let it be known, I think this is a giant scam that Ticketmaster is doing just to make it look more, oh my God, I got to hop on this now. I got to get tickets. Because when you see the map, I don't think these are moving so fast they have to do this, but they're purposely just building that momentum and fear of missing out of I have to get tickets. So let's do this, send code to my phone. Yeah, they do this just to make it so that, I got to get tickets now. That's what it's all about, more so than that they actually need to have this queue. All right, I'm in. And of course, people are ahead of you, calculating, which is all bullshit. It looks like you're trying to join the queue from a new device. Join back of queue. This is all just fear of missing out, guys. I have to do another code. Okay, let's try it. I have 2 people ahead of me, and Ticketmaster just can't keep up with this. It's your turn. Let's go. All right. Wait till you see the prices of these tickets. And this is not resellers, guys. These are the prices on Ticketmaster. All right, let's just see if I want to be on the floor, right? If I want to be on the floor, what is it going to look like? All right, as you can see, there's a ton of tickets available. I mean, these just went on sale from what I know. But I don't think this is going to be like an automatic sellout. This is not an Oasis situation, which I'll get into. All right, you want to be on the floor? Let's see how much these are. $737.50. I know people who say plus fees. Ticketmaster has generously, I laugh, generously gotten rid of those fees because they had to. They legally had to. All right, let's go a little bit further behind. Let's see if I'm on the floor over here. 774. They're more for sure, I guess, because you're closer in that section. Who knows the logic? I'm sure if I do aisle seats, it's even more. No, 774. They're being very generous with us. I laugh, guys, if you don't get my sarcasm. All right, let's see, like, these seats a little bit close to the front of the seating area. How much are these? $493. And how much is way, way in the back? If I want to be way, way in the back, I am paying $225 for, like, not good seats at all. What about the worst seats in the house? Let's say I'm all the way off to the side. I mean, no one wants to be in these seats, which are side stage right here. $200. Guys, this is, or how about these, 104? This is like a terrible section to be in. $322. This cannot be right. I mean, you're way off to the side of the stage. I do not see this selling out. This is not an Oasis situation. And yes, I did, Basilius, my video editor, is a big Oasis fan. I didn't even mention to him. I did get to see Oasis at Giant Stadium. It is the most I ever paid for a concert. But I had to go. I paid over $200, okay, per ticket. However, Oasis was a situation where half the crowd was from the UK. I was talking to people on the train ride there. There were people who flew in from the UK because they couldn't get tickets to the UK show. And Oasis has been pretty much inactive for 20 years. If you wanted to see Oasis play in New York or New Jersey, it has been 20 years since they've done so, and people like myself were saying, I don't know if I'll ever get this chance again. This is not that type of a situation, and yet they are demanding way more for retail prices than even Oasis was. What the hell are they thinking? Let's look at some other dates, or let's look at another date just to see how it compares. You might say New York City, prices here are outrageous. Let's go a little bit more middle America and see what it looks like. All right, let's try Minneapolis. They're playing like all major cities, so I don't see like Kansas City or any of that right now, at least not where I'm looking. You got to join the queue, guys. Once again, all bullshit, all fear of missing out, all Ticketmaster tactics to get you to pay top dollar and feel like you need to get in on this now. Don't buy the bullshit. And it looks like the worst seats in the house are 150 plus. Here, not much different, right? Let's say I want to be on the floor. You're paying $463. Insane. What if you want really close to the stage? How much are you paying for these? $860. What is this band thinking, guys? And yeah, part of this you could maybe blame on Ticketmaster, but not really on this one. I've never seen a rock fan demand prices like this. I don't keep up with pop as much, so I don't know if this is like normal for a Beyonce concert, but as a rock fan, even as a Kiss fan, Kiss are the ultimate when it comes to money grab. Unless you're buying some type of VIP package, I have never seen Kiss ask for prices like this. So yeah, this is pure greed. Let's keep it honest. However, if you're dying to see this show, if you're a My Chemical Romance fan, I am going to urge you, wait until the very last minute to get tickets. Ticket prices will go down. I will bet my bottom dollar on that. That is 99.9% the case. I'll give you an example. I saw Metallica 2 years ago at Giant Stadium for this tour that they're doing for the 72 Seasons with Pantera. Was on for that day in particular, and Wolfgang Van Halen. I did get there a little late. I missed most of Pantera, and I literally bought tickets as I pulled over on the drive there. And I saw Metallica at Giant Stadium for $35. I did a whole video about this. Always wait until the last minute. Did I have the best seats in the house? No. But I got to see Metallica for $35. You really can't beat that. And I think day of show, you will be able to get tickets for this show under $100. I would bet. Maybe more than that, but not these prices. You're not going to pay $692, whatever the fuck I just saw in there. It's outrageous. And it's just bands thinking we could get this. You know, I saw for the Sphere, when U2 played the Sphere, these weren't the retail prices on Ticketmaster, but this is what it was reselling for to see U2 at the Sphere. Now, part of that was the appeal of U2. Part of that was it was the first time you got to be in the Sphere in Las Vegas. But especially in an economy like this, and with My Chemical Romance's fans being around my age, like right 20s, 30s, early 40s, we're struggling in this economy. And it's really, I would say it's really shameless and classless to ask for this amount of money and demand this amount of money from your fans, especially when the demand is not there. I do not see these selling out at these prices. You're going to see what Ticketmaster always does and what the resellers do. Prices are going to go down, down, down until day of show, where you will be able to get tickets at the very last minute. Hey, if you're a fan of this channel, I know people like when I do these ticket breakdowns. If you're new to it, be sure to subscribe, like the video, hit the hype button if you want more My Chemical Romance fans to know about this. And we also have limited edition merch that you're not going to pay insane amounts for here at Ian Scotto Rocks. Link to the Etsy store is in the description. If you want to see the video that I did that was huge, biggest video on the channel, talking about tickets for Judas Priest and Alice Cooper, a much older act, you can click right here at this video next to my head. Be sure to watch more here on Ian Scotto Rocks, regularly updating you on news and deep dives and commentary in the rock world.